Welcome to another edition of This Week in the Villages. I've been writing a lot about furniture, Florida colors. As you know, we just finished up a villa, complete remodel, and I've needed an expert, somebody that actually knows interior decorating. I don't, but I found one thanks to Michelle. Michelle apparently knows the family, her mother and sister, and this is Ruth Dyer, interior decorator with about 30 years experience. She started when she was 15, I think. And, and anyway, Ruth's here today. And we had a little chat before we started because I wanted to share, what I was thinking about what you, possible future homeowners or the people who already have bought, let's hear it from a professional. Somebody actually knows what they're talking about with interior decorating. Ruth has a weekly article in the local paper, the Daily Sun. You might have seen her write-ups, and I'm honored to have her as a guest today. So Ruth, it's all yours.
Thank you. So, okay, my name is Ruth Dyer, and it's 20 years experience.
What's 10?
Yeah, I'll be turning 56 in June. So, yeah, but I've been doing it for 20 years, and I do write a column that goes in the Daily Sun on Wednesdays, and it highlights people who live in the villages and the houses and the things that they're doing. So I help people out in every level. Some people just need a little consultation. Some people need a lot. Some people want you to do it for them. So here in the villages, you have to be very flexible because everybody needs something different. So that's what I do.
What about, like big discussion last week on my Facebook page was about like heavy wooden furniture coming from up north states and all that. And many people kind of chimed in about that as far as they wish they would have left it north or the colors of furniture and what is more, I guess, popular. And of course, there isn't a right or wrong, correct?
No, there is no right or wrong.
So what about the furniture? I mean, when somebody calls you and says, hey, what do you think? What do you think?
Okay, so a lot of times what I will have people do who are concerned about whether their pieces of furniture that they currently have will fit into the home that they're purchasing. They will call me from up north and we will look at their home model and the dimensions of their furniture and we'll see if it fits in. Some of it's heirloom quality. So if it's heirloom quality and it's good and it's got good lines, there's really no reason to get rid of it. I do understand that bringing something here that's not going to work for you can be, expensive. So if there is, what I would say the criteria would be if it's something that's very important to you, if it is a family heirloom and you cannot get rid of it, and if you love it, if you love something that you think is not fashionable, don't worry, it will come back into style. So it can always be integrated into whatever your look is. Some people come here and they want to change their look up a little bit, or some people want to completely change their look. But I would say it's best to bring the pieces that you love, that you don't want to be without, and integrate them into your look, because your look will evolve here. I have a lot of people who, I have a client who had told me at one time, I don't want any blue. I don't want any ocean stuff. I don't want anything that looks like the beach. I don't want any of that. And so we did this caramel colored house. So, it was caramel colors. It was reds and golds and things like that. And probably about 5 years later, she called me and guess what? We changed to all the light colors. So the majority of my customers are asking for light, bright, and airy. I don't really have anybody say, let's do a dark dungeon. So if you had beautiful dark furniture up north that you want to bring down here, you can put dark furniture in a light, bright, and airy home. There are wall treatments you can do to make dark furniture look brighter. So it's not a wrong thing to bring things that you love. You don't have to leave things behind that you love just because your friends are telling you not to take it. You can bring things that you love and integrate them in. So look at more integrating, not just completely getting rid of things.
So when I took out my avocado refrigerator,
Right.
I should have kept it because it's going to come back in style.
Well, it could.
Really?
but not as of yet.
Okay.
Avocado is not back yet. However,
Harvest Gold?
those vintage Smeg refrigerators are
They're popular.
in colors are
Yeah.
coming back. So color is coming back. The use of color is back. We were in that gray phase for a while where everything was gray, and now people are coming back and they're wanting colors and earth tones, and they want some brightness to their spaces.
Well, you know, for years we were proud of our cherry cabinets, our walnut cabinets in our kitchen.
Sure.
And now, a lot of times when I'm working with a potential buyer, they go, it has to be white cabinets. What's
Right.
with that?
Well, okay, two schools of thought. When I do a lot of new white kitchens because people are purchasing a new white kitchen. And when you are paying the money for the cabinets, you want to have something that is going to be bright and light and timeless. See? So when you're actually, it's not an experiment on HGTV where you can do lime cabinets and, oh, that's fun, because it's money. And when the rubber hits the road, people want to spend their money on things that are going to stand the test of time. Now, let's say you inherit a house that has dark cabinets or darker cabinets, but they're great cabinets, and you don't want to change them. A lot of times what we'll do is we'll go in and we will just change the countertop to something very light.
Wow.
Put in a white quartz or a white granite with touches of a color in it that tie into the cabinetry. And then we run that backsplash all the way up the back, meeting the back cabinet. So the countertop and the backsplash, all of those become the nice bright pop in the space. And that'll take a dark cabinet and make it look fresh and new, because a lot of the houses do have beautiful dark cabinets. And then the other thing you can do is generally on the island you can wrap it with a white wainscoting. Putting a lot of white in the home to sort of contrast against the dark will give you the pop that you're looking for.
Take a look at our subway towel.
Yes, very nice.
I didn't even know who you were, and that's what we did because we have dark cabinets, right?
Yep.
It's Michelle's idea. I didn't
Yep.
have anything in there.
You put it in there to brighten it up.
Excuse me. Okay. So mauve cabinets, I saw some of those coming out. Mauve kitchen cabinets.
You saw some? When? I have not.
I saw them online. I mean, I haven't walked into a village home with those yet, but anyway. Okay. And, you know, we just put. Many of you have seen the flip we did on the villa, and we just had a Murphy bed put in the bedroom, which is a small. Some of the small villas. You know, you don't have you got two bedrooms, you got 1,200 square feet, and you end up losing, you know, that room if you throw a bed in it.
Correct.
So what about Murphy beds? I mean, I'm seeing more and more, I think the quality has really improved on Murphy beds the last few years.
I don't have a problem with Murphy beds. You know, I think they're great, and they do allow you to use the room 365 days a year. I hate to see my customers sacrifice a room to guests that are only going to be there a few times a year. A lot of times I have customers where the woman is crafting or quilting or whatever she wants to do. She needs a whole room for it, and generally the husband would need a space as well. And I do like to get people when they get here to think about having an extra room to watch TV in. Otherwise, with these open concept homes, you're going to have the TV blaring through the main body of the home the entire time, and it gets very aggravating for whoever is not wanting to hear the TV blaring. So having another space for whoever, the man or the woman of the home, to go into and watch TV. And generally, you can have the front room of the house. I love the Lantana front room. That's a great room.
Lantana,
Yeah, that is a
yes,
great room because it's got the great bump out. And you can do a multi-purpose room. It can be an office, it can be a TV watching room, and a guest room, all in one. It can be done with a Murphy bed. There are other ways that you can do it as well. But
Yeah,
yes.
I had one client that, you know, they wanted a 4-bedroom, and I go, why? And they said, well, the primary bedroom, a guest bedroom, and then his office, her office. And I said, well, you know, if you want a 4-bedroom house, we're going to add about $50,000 to the purchase price. Why not a 3-bedroom with 2 Murphy beds? And that's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
You know, because again, you don't need to have a whole room dedicated to just storing a bed, basically, you know, probably 99% of the time.
As a realtor, when you sell a house and there are Murphy beds there, is it viewed as a good thing?
It is viewed as a good thing.
Okay, good.
Very much. Okay, and now, let's say I have somebody from upstate New York who wants to buy a home in the Villages. They come down here for a couple weeks. We find the perfect home. They're getting ready to close on it. And maybe I could give them one piece of advice as to who to call. Do you have any suggestions?
For decorating or for real estate?
No. They've already picked a house, but they're going, what should we bring? What about an interior decorator?
You can always call me.
There you go. See, I was trying to give you a plug.
Yeah, you can always call me. I do that all the time. I have people doing that all the time.
What, do they do, like a FaceTime or something with you?
Yeah,
to
we
show
can.
around?
I've done it all. You
You
can
know?
FaceTime. Do it through pictures. Just depends on what your comfort level is, But yeah,
And
all of those things.
And majority of the models, when you walk in, the lantana, the whispering pines, the
Yes.
gardenias, and all
Yes.
that. So if you are buying something, she would probably know the floor plan. But I'm very proud today. We stumped her. Okay. Any of you that follow me, we did a complete, tear down, rip out.
Oh,
of the
yeah.
hem. So she comes in. Is this whispering pan? Was it? No. It's a Betts model. Okay. So yeah,
They did a great job. It's very open, very big. It looks huge.
yeah,
So, did a
bigger
good
than
job.
it really is.
Yeah.
It does. How's that? So Ruth, thank you. This
Thank
has been
you.
very
I
informative.
appreciate it.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to take Ruth's information and I'll put a slide in the video that has all of her contact information, and then we'll always have an article that goes with the video, and I'll be sharing her information as well. So with that said, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again on This Week in the Villages. Bye now.